I'm motivated, I wanna make progress, so today we're ripping the engine and transmission out of the TT and we're gonna pressure wash the bay. Wish me luck. Okay, so first things first, most people would separate these two, but I'm just gonna drop them as one. So I need to disconnect both the axles. I already disconnected the guibo. Now we just have to do the axles. Now that I've got this wheel off, look how beefy these Nitto NT05 tires are that Simple Tire sent me. And they've been sending me tires for all the projects. If you guys want 10% off any tires, Simple Tire most likely has it and we'll get it to your house in just a couple days. Simple Tire will also ship them directly to whoever's putting your tires on. And the best part about Simple Tire is they cut out the middleman. So you don't have to pay that middleman pricing and you get that wholesale distributor price, which I love. And I've been using them since 2017 and they hopped on board with me last year, which is really cool because I reached out to them and said, hey, I've been using you. I love you. Let's make this work. So they provided me with a code for you guys and that is code TILTED10 and you'll get 10% off any order. Thank you, Simple Tire, for making sure I always have grip on all my cars, even the race cars. Now let's get to ripping this thing apart. What I just removed was the axle shaft shield. With the axle shield removed, now we can move on to actually removing these axle bolts themselves. And what I love about the axle shield is that if the axle or the CV snaps, it's not going to go into your firewall and smack around. It's actually going to get stopped by the shield, which is super nice. Okay, it's time to use the big dog. Now, in theory, that should disconnect. Nice. I'm not disconnecting the axles from the actual stub in the hub because that is what keeps it all sandwiched together. And I can access everything from the outside and the inside. So once I get those disconnected and I get the engine out, the axles will still be pressed into the actual hub, keep the bearings together, and I can roll the car outside and actually pressure wash the bay and get all that grime and dirt and age out of there. So when I go to rebuild this thing, it'll be fairly clean. Now I got the power steering pump out of the way, which is cool because that gives me way more access into this area. And in theory, I should be able to just drop the trans mount and the engine mount. And since that's pulled and the axles are pulled, this whole assembly should come out as one. I'm sure we'll snag on something, but I pulled this trans out with literally everything in here and I've gone through the bottom. That is terrible. And I've had to separate the case for the Haldex. So I'm going to keep everything as one. We've got so much room. So, I mean, let's just go for it. That was such a messy job, but I got it unclipped. This is the oil level sensor. We're going to be getting rid of this. And I do have a standalone harness coming. It's just getting built right now. So majority of this is junk. I was going to cut it, but just in case I didn't. So this harness is all good. Everything's pulled away. And now we truly should be free of any snags, or at least like vital snags. Driver's side front wheels back on. I've got this mat laid under here. And I've got this R888, which I'm just going to slide right under here. And the theory is we're going to drop the engine and trans on it, undo the bolts, take the jack out, and then drag this out. It all sounds great on paper. Let's go. Oh yeah, trans and engine, completely separated. I hope this thing just falls, I don't even care. The dog bone mount, idiot. Oh, let me undo that. Trans out of the way, at least it's completely accessible. Awesome, now I have both bolts removed, I'm filthy, and this engine is gonna come out. So just back up, and oh. You know, you forget things in life. I unfortunately forgot the gear selector plug and then this high pressure line that comes from the clutch to the slave cylinder. I just need to undo that, but it's quite messy. But you just pull one of these out, slide that out, and this transmission should be free. Last time I did the transmission on the TT, I unfortunately had to get a new bleeder and it would just keep popping off. So I got these zip ties on here, just kind of like a hold it all together. And now that that's out, we get this little guy, a little clip. It should just push right off. Oh, it starts bleeding. That's great. I got that all figured out. Got it higher than the actual reservoir. Okay, now it should pull right out. Oh, there we go. What? Should be good. Oh, yeah. Ow. engine and trans is removed from my TT. Awesome. Now that the engine is dropped out, I can actually lower the jack. And in theory, this car should be able to just roll right out of the garage so we can add soap and clean the bay. Something pretty cool to note before we roll this out. The TT is about an inch higher off the ground in the front with the engine and transmission taken out. My Mark V hasn't moved since we put TT in the garage, so let's start this thing up. Hopefully it starts. And then once we get the Mark V out of this spot, we're gonna pull the TT into this spot so we can pressure wash it in the sun, because it's like 60 out. It's kind of cold, but I have faith. It's a really good car. It's been sitting for like a month. Thankfully, I'm always super prepared. Come on, 100%. This will start right up. My starter's also not good. It probably would have started if my starter was better. This thing is literally a war tank. Dailied it all winter. Mark VI got back on the road April 1st. Haven't touched it since. Great car. Now let's let it idle here for a while. Oh, it started right back up. No jump pack needed, so that's good. Sounds good. And now we're gonna pull the TT out here, and I'm gonna move this to underneath where the debris is gonna fall, so I can still collect that and clean this area up afterwards. This is for when I work outside. I have a mat to lay on. TT's pulled back outside where it's sat for months, but we're gonna get the pressure washing out. We have a lot of light so we can see what's going on. As you guys can see, just a whole bunch of nonsense. So let's get to washing this thing. All right, well, it's not finished, but it's way better and it's ready to go back inside. I just want to do this so I can, like, if I have to paint prep or, you know, just work in the bay and not get covered in grease, that's pretty much where we are. There's still so many dirty spots that I didn't get to, but there's so much exposed wiring I also didn't want to get to, so I'm cool with it. Windows were open. Here are the results. Let me know what you guys think. This wasn't an overhaul. It was just make things better. Like, this was completely black. Got that cleaned off pretty good. It just wanted to make it easier for myself that when I'm working in there, I'm not just going to get covered in filth. I'm still going to go over the whole engine bay with like brace parts cleaner and rags and just get every bit of grease actually out of there. But as far as the heavy stuff, I feel so much better about it, and things are just fairly more shiny. I still have to do this whole side where the engine wiring harness is, but like I said, this was just like a light little hit and I feel good about it. Just like that, the TT is back where we started off today's vlog, except now it is much cleaner and ready to get some serious work done. If you guys haven't already seen on my other socials, I've been asking people what they think I'm gonna be putting in here drivetrain-wise. Just a little hint, we're still gonna be running the 6-speed, we're still gonna be all-wheel drive, and we're shooting for 800 wheel horsepower. So that gives you any hints. I guess give it a guess. I'd love to see what you guys have to say, because we're gonna be showing that in a future video very soon. And I'm just gonna be vlogging like all the progress on the TT. So if you're hyped about that and you're not already, subscribe. And if you haven't already liked today's video, like it. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave off today's video. I'm starting to love the vlogs, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This is so cool. Appreciate you guys watching today.